Hey everyone, and welcome back to another explainer. Okay, let's dive straight into this because today we are looking at something that's going to fundamentally change how you process digital information. We are breaking down WebBrief Elite, the zero fluff extraction engine. If you're constantly drowning in super long articles, dry market reports, or literally hours of video content and you just want the bottom line without all the filler, well, you're in the right place. I mean, be honest for a second. Are you tired of conversational AI fluff? We've all been there, right? You ask an AI tool for a quick summary, and what happens? First, it gives you 3 paragraphs of pleasantries. It tells you what it's going to do, tells you how incredibly happy it is to help you out, and then, eventually, gives you a kind of mediocre overview. Look, information overload is a massive daily pain point for all of us. And wading through that standard AI filler when you desperately just need the facts, it's deeply frustrating. Now think about the reality of your typical reading workflow. It's endless scrolling through, say, a 4,000-word corporate report, sifting through introductory filler, and dealing with chatty AI bots that honestly just waste your time. But what if we swapped that for high-yield, actionable assets? WebBrief Elite is designed to completely bypass those pleasantries and give you immediate, structured insights. There's no, "Hello, how can I help you today?" nonsense. It skips right past all that and jumps straight into the technical data and objective facts. Section 1, the Zero Fluff Extraction Engine. Let's look at this purpose-driven design. So what makes this engine so incredibly effective is its multi-format versatility. You aren't just boxed into one specific document type. Whether we're talking about dense web articles, extensive market reports, super complex developer documentation, long-form blogs, or even YouTube links, it handles the whole shebang seamlessly. It instantly digests this huge array of formats. Basically, you feed it the source material, and it knows exactly how to strip away the noise and just pull out the objective facts you actually care about. The core of this zero fluff process relies on something called universal content dissection. So instead of just skimming the surface like your standard tool, the engine rapidly parses dense text to pinpoint the primary thesis, the core arguments, and the supporting evidence. It literally rips through the text to find the most important technical data. You get exactly what the author or the speaker was trying to say instantly. No more suffering through lengthy introductions or random personal anecdotes. And this brilliantly illustrates her next major feature, the targeted extraction engine. Because it doesn't just stop at giving you some vague summary of the thesis. Nope. It actively isolates key metrics, step-by-step implementation workflows, and practical, actionable checklists. It pulls out the concrete items you need to take action on right now. It completely eliminates any guesswork about what the source material is actually demanding from you. Now, this next feature is absolutely crucial. It solves a really specific, annoying problem. It's called proactive context recovery. We've all been there, right? You're in the middle of a deep research sprint, you drop a link into a summarizer, and it outright fails because the article is paywalled or restricted. Super frustrating. Well, WebBrief Elite automatically identifies those broken or restricted links and instantly requests the raw text from you instead. It's this brilliant little safeguard designed to prevent workflow disruptions and keep your research moving perfectly, even when you inevitably hit an access wall. Moving on to Section 2, the 4-part layout. Let's talk about standardized structure. Let's move to and see how this builds into the standardized layout architecture. Every single output from WebBrief Elite is locked into a really clean, predictable structure that features exactly 4 mandatory core sections. First up, a TLDR for an immediate overview. Second, key takeaways that outline the core arguments. Third, action items, which give you those practical implementation workflows. And fourth, data callouts for the hard metrics. It uses this exact strict structure every single time, so your eyes always know exactly where to look for the information you need without hunting for it. All right, Section 3, speed, accuracy, and privacy. Time to look at strict guardrails. 10 seconds. That is the massive time-saving metric we're looking at here. The engine is literally capable of compressing multi-page research papers, dense technical blogs, and huge documents into high-efficiency briefs in under 10 seconds. Just imagine reclaiming hours of reading and viewing time every single week. You just drop a link or paste some raw text, and you have the entire thing decoded for you in 10 seconds flat. That's a real game changer. Then we have the strict executive summary constraint. Remember that TLDR section we just talked about in the layout architecture? Well, it is strictly capped at a highly dense 2 to 3 sentence window. The system is fundamentally forced to distill the absolute essence of the document into this tiny, tiny space. So no rambling allowed, it's just the absolute core of what the document is about. So the crucial point here is how the tool mathematically forces brevity everywhere. The core bullet parameters for the key takeaways and the data callouts, they are hard limited to the 3 to 5 absolute most critical data findings or arguments per document. By imposing these strict numerical limits, WebBrief Elite ensures you're only ever reading the highest yield information. It completely strips away the noise that usually plagues these kinds of documents. Okay, but what about accuracy? Now, the system actually operates under some ironclad privacy guardrails. Instruction tampering, blocked by system protections. But more importantly, text hallucinations, where an AI just invents facts because it doesn't know the answer, those are completely blocked via a strict mandate. Absolute factual accuracy is the ultimate goal here. The summaries are derived entirely from the verified source material. It just eliminates the guesswork completely, meaning you can actually trust what you're reading. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how these technical features translate into real-world executive benefits. Whether you're a business leader, an analyst, or even a student, the ability to instantly compress multi-page papers is huge. It auto-generates instant study and reference notes for you. It neatly outlines chronological events, so you can easily follow a timeline. And it even defines complex industry jargon and acronyms, all while delivering that absolute factual accuracy we just covered. Basically, it does the heavy lifting so your brain doesn't have to. Which brings us to our final takeaway. Are you ready to eliminate the digital noise and completely accelerate your workflow? I mean, think about how much time you spend right now just trying to find the actual point in what you read or watch. I challenge you to rethink your entire workflow today. Stop settling for endless scrolling and chatty AI bots that just waste your time. Just drop a dense web URL, paste a raw text document, or plug in a YouTube link and experience the zero fluff methodology for yourself. Generate your executive brief and really ask yourself, how much faster could you move and how much more could you achieve if you literally never had to read the fluff again? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.